This woman wasn't ready for what was coming her way. Comedians like Andrew Schulz excel at showing the absurdity of society through their brilliant jokes, even when the joke is at the expense of an audience member, and it sometimes even involves their cultural background. Schultz's sharp wit in highlighting social contradictions and hypocrisies always makes us laugh while also provoking thought about the ridiculousness of the topic at hand. That's exactly what happened as this woman tried to show how we should love all animals because she's an animal rights activist, but Andrew dedicated a good 5 minutes of the show exposing to the audience the absurdity of her take. But before I go on with the video, watch the clip.
I want to talk about that.
Yeah, no.
What, do you really like animals, miss?
Yes,
You do? Which ones are your favorite? Every animal? That's sweet. Every single animal?
They all have lives.
They all have life. You're right. 100% right about that. They don't all need to. I feel like you haven't experienced enough life or death situations with animals. You know what I mean? Do you think an animal cares about your life? You think a polar bear is going, you know what? She's probably got backgammon on Tuesday. Maybe I won't eat her. I'm just gonna sit here with this Coca-Cola and sip it with my nephews. But I understand, you like animals because, you know, you live in the first world and it's boring and we gotta care about shit. I get it, I'm with you. Say again?
Do you see me? I'm technically from third world country, technically.
I almost thought you said, do you see me? I'm an animal. And I was... I was about to be like, whoa. Because you are Asian, right?
Yeah.
So that would make you panda a little bit, right? No.
He's got a point there. Humans are omnivores by nature, which means our bodies are designed to consume both plants and animals. Now, the type of animals differs from one culture to another, but consuming animals has been a constant throughout evolutionary history. Humans have relied on animal products for essential nutrients that are harder to obtain from plant sources alone. The ethical argument against eating animals is grounded in the belief that all living beings have a right to live free from harm. However, this perspective is overly simplistic. In nature, predator-prey relationships are a fundamental aspect of ecosystems. By the way, do subscribe for more discussions like this. Now, animals at the top of the food chain as well as humans play a role in maintaining ecological balance. Predation, while brutal, is a natural process that regulates population. On top of that, humans have moved past the point of mindless hunting. Modern agricultural practices and food production systems are now streamlined to meet human demands efficiently and humanely. Ethical farming and sustainable practices ensure that animal welfare is considered and that the environmental impact is minimized. But Andrew wasn't done with her just yet. Watch as he continues poking fun at her in this next clip.
You're third world, but you're from America, right? You're born and raised here.
No.
Where were you born?
Philippines.
Philippines. When did you come here?
When I was like 8 years old.
Oh, so you had some real shit.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
And in the Philippines, are there any animals that they eat that we don't eat here?
I was told from my English friend that we're not going to win this.
You're not going to win this. But it's not about win or lose. It's not about win or lose. It's just about understanding shit. In the Philippines, they eat dogs because they don't care as much about dogs, right? Because they don't have Chipotle.
I wonder if
They don't have Chipotle. They got Chihuahua.
I think that's why my parents didn't want us having pets, because
They'd get too hungry. Fido, come, Fido, come, Fido, come. Right in there, Fido. There we go. Nice and warm. With rice. Y'all love some rice out there, huh?
Such a breath of fresh air. Having audience members who take jokes about them in good spirit and don't resort to yelling or acting all mad during comedy shows has been a rare sight for a long time. You see, when audience members take jokes in stride, it significantly enhances the overall atmosphere of the show. This positive energy becomes noticeable and elevates the performance of the comedian, making it much more enjoyable for everyone involved. Additionally, comedians often thrive on the freedom to explore various topics and make spontaneous remarks, knowing that the audience can handle jokes about themselves without becoming defensive or upset gives comedians the creative freedom to be more genuine and experimental in their performances. This kind of environment allows comedians to push boundaries and explore humor that might be edgy or unconventional. Contributing to a richer comedic experience, people have to understand that comedy at its core is an art form that lives around interaction, spontaneity, and the ability to push boundaries in a lighthearted manner. It's about finding humor in everyday situations, including the quirks of individuals in society. Andrew excels at that, and his communication style makes it easier for the audience to accept his jabs. Just watch this next clip to see what I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. We're very lucky that we get to care about these. What part of the Philippines were you from?
Cebu.
Cebu. Now, is that a wealthy region or is that a poor region?
Mediocre.
It's probably poor, right? I'm just guessing.
Because we put the city next to it, then
Right.
that means that it's somewhat.
We don't got to go into it. So, it's a poor region where there's probably things there, right, that they'd be so lucky and grateful to have that we just take for granted right here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like drinking water right there, it might not be the best. And maybe there's some people out there that don't even have fresh drinking water, you know? And tonight, you're gonna go home and take a shit into clean water. That's why I hate the sob story. I care about my people back home. We have to look out of people for third world countries.
That joke was delivered masterfully, and it couldn't be truer than this. People in the West often enjoy such comfortable lives that they can afford to worry about non-essential topics, unlike those in third world countries who face much more immediate concerns. Individuals in third world countries often struggle with economic instability and lack access to many basic needs. For Westerners with these primary concerns covered, there's more time to think about other issues. With basic needs met, people in the West can turn their attention to social and cultural issues, such as participating in various societal movements. This is where the hypocrisy comes in. Immigrants from third world countries who now live in the West and enjoy its comforts and opportunities sound hypocritical when talking about their people back in their home countries. They engage in insincere virtue signaling, loudly proclaiming their support for various causes while being far removed from the struggles they claim to champion. Unlike their counterparts back home who deal with survival on a daily basis, these immigrants live in environments where their basic needs are easily met. I think we need more people like this young lady who was a great sport about Andrew tearing her apart in a humorous way, because at the end of the day, comedy's main purpose is to point out the absurdities in human activities, which open the door for changing them. What are your thoughts on Andrew's show? Do you think he took it too far? Let's get the conversation rolling in the comment section down below.